Well, we're back in the lead again. We're 2 points clear again, but we're playing Tottenham again. Hello and welcome back to more careering onwards on Football Manager 20 with me, Mr. Grand2, here at Liverpool, and we're in a very similar situation to where we were at the start of last episode. 2 points clear of Tottenham Hotspur, playing Tottenham Hotspur. We know how last time went. We know how it went. It was frustrating. There were emotions. There was frustration. Obviously, we were looking good to draw with Spurs and beat Man City, which would have been absolutely fine. We didn't do either of those things, but still a long way to go, and that is what has subsequently proven. I had a little bit of a team meeting after the game against City, and not said, "Oh, you're playing badly," but it was like, you're not doing as well as you could do better, kind of thing. Which they responded to very well, which was a relief. And since then, as you can see, 4 wins in a row. We've at least done our end of it. And we've got a bit of luck from Tottenham as well. So we went through in the FA Cup, 2-0 win against Notts County. Our reward for that is Arsenal. Then a 3-1 win against Arsenal in the league. Nicholson scoring 2. He can score 2 after he's won the Ballon d'Or. It's a good job he did that, because I guess voting was already nearly closed at that point. So his poor performances in those games didn't affect anything. But a good win there. A 1-0 win against Chelsea as well, away from home. This is crucial. Marko Vujovic getting the only goal of the game. And then the 3-0 win against our former employees. A hat-trick from Mr. Mohamed Salah getting the job done. And we were, as said, very lucky, because in the meantime, Tottenham, they drew with Leeds most recently. They lost away to Fulham as well. They beat Man United, which is probably the only game you'd expect them to maybe drop points in that one. But yeah, a draw and a defeat for them has meant that we have gone back above them, and the loss to them and the draw with City has not cost us at the moment. But that could obviously change today as we play Spurs again, but this time at least it is at Anfield. And after that, I said we were going to play Barnsley, but obviously they've shoved the Arsenal game in the FA Cup 4th round in there, which is not exactly ideal. So depending on how things go against Spurs, we might play that one instead. Otherwise, we might just do the result or the goals and then go to the Barnsley game. We'll see. We are in January. I'm not making any transfers. There's no need. We have got money to, but I just don't see the point. Financially, the club is completely in ruin at this point. This is the worst financial situation I've had at a top 6 club in a very long time. We're spending so much on wages. Our wage budget is nearly 5 million a week. And I don't think we can really cope with that at the moment. But anyway, I'm not spending any more money on transfers. We have had interest in players. Girardo, his contract was up at the end of the season, which I didn't realise. Luckily, we've renewed it before he joined every team in the world on a free transfer. And you can see Marko Vujovic is wanted by Real Madrid. He's been being tapped up by Real Madrid for the last few months. They made an inquiry. They've not put a bid in yet. They made an inquiry. I was like, 500 million? They understandably said no, and then Virgil van Dijk had a word with him, and he's fine to stay, so shouldn't be an issue. And in terms of staying, we have also signed a new contract until 2032, which might seem a bit strange given the fact that this is a journeyman kind of thing. Our contract was up at the end of the season. Obviously, we nearly got sacked at the end of last season. We were quite close. So I figured it made sense. Let's sign the contract, get ourselves a bit more job security in the bag. And if we don't win the Premier League this year, I don't think the board are going to mind, because obviously we're only supposed to be challenging for it this year. But I would obviously really like to win it this year. That would be preferable. But then at least we're sort of secure here if things don't quite go to plan. And then if we do end up, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's just we're getting some job security. That's the most important thing. But what would really help with job security is if we could beat Tottenham today. That would be very nice indeed. It's the 18th of January 2028, and we just got to get the job done, really. Everyone's looking pretty good. Jordan Richard has been injured for the last few weeks, which is unfortunate, so he's not going to make the bench today. Vignate's got a bit of food poisoning, so not at all ideal. But the first 11 are looking good. They're looking fresh. They're looking ready to go. What a difference Rafinha makes, by the way. But he recovered in time for the Arsenal game, and instant impact in terms of some of the balls he was making, but particularly against Chelsea. He got the assist. for Vujicic's goal. He is. I think Lewis did play well against City. Certainly better than he did against Tottenham, where he was obviously at fault for the goal, but he's just not as good as Rafinha. So apart from Rafinha, then Foucher, Van Dijk and Alexander-Arnold with Alisson in behind them. De Jong, Salvador, Paqueta, Salah, Vujovic and Nicholson. Ballon d'Or winning Colin Nicholson. I mean, in 2028, if the Ballon d'Or winner is a 23-year-old Scottish striker who came through from Fulham, then, I mean, that's something that we'd all love to see. If the Ballon d'Or winner is a man called Colin, then I think that is something we'd all love to see. And I don't think we really appreciate the fact that he has broken a long-running sequence of 5 Ballon d'Or victories in a row for Kylian Mbappe. I mean, if Colin can break Mbappe's hold on the Ballon d'Or, can we break Man City's hold on the Premier League? I mean, we probably can. It'll just be Spurs winning it rather than us. Anyway, it's Spurs again. There's the team. You know them. We haven't beaten them in the league for 2 games. I expect nothing but a win in this one, though, as we are at home. Obviously, we beat them in the FA Cup final, so it's not like we have a long-running thing where we can't beat them. But it's not quite as important as the other one, because obviously, even if we lose, Salah with a free kick, just wide, if we lose this, then obviously, yes, they'll go above us, but we'll only be 1 point behind, which, you know, and we're not playing Man City straight afterwards. Obviously, I want to win this game, or at least draw it, but it doesn't feel quite as bad as the other one was when we lost that one. Fulham beating Manchester City, they beat Spurs, would be lovely if they could beat City too, that would be nice. Rafinha wins the ball. Let's just win this game. That would be the best thing to do. That's the easiest thing to do. Vujovic running all over the place, out to Mohamed Salah on the left-hand side, across to Paqueta, Rafinha across, looking for anyone really. He's found Dele Alli, which is not who we should have been aiming for, but we're still working it. Vujovic is in, and he's not scored. Salah with a free kick though. Virgil van Dijk has hit the post, and it's been shuffled in by his successor, Pierre Foucher. I mean, his successor. He's a left-sided centre-back. He's not his successor, but his protege he's literally just kicked that poor man from Tottenham with a sliding challenge. But apparently that's fine. That's a goal. If he did that at the other end of the pitch, he would have been given a straight red card. I mean, this is the absolute ideal scenario. Fulham beating Manchester City and we're beating Tottenham. That would be brilliant if we could hold on for that one. Vujovic has been robbed by Nathan Ake though, and Dele Alli plays the kind of ball we normally play, but he gets away with it, although, well, he doesn't. Strakosha gives it away to Salah, but it was too quick. He didn't score, and we've got it again though. Tottenham looking a bit nervy. Salvador has been flattened by Upamecano, and Mohamed Salah has a chance now again to make it 2-0. He didn't score a moment ago. He does score now. And is this it? Is this the moment? The only moment is going to be when it's mathematically confirmed that we've won it, which isn't going to be for a few months. But this would be a big step towards it. As it stands, we are 5 points clear. Fulham 2-0 up against Man City. What is going on there at Craven Cottage? Nicholson, a former Fulham player, of course, the Ballon d'Or winner, running through. It would have been a glorious goal. Coming up to half-time, just about to enter added time, Alexander-Arnold with a pretty wayward cross, and Spurs looking for a goal before the break. Rafinha, we've praised him, he's been mugged off by Skews, and it's a good save from Alisson. That would certainly skew things up if he'd scored there, but good job, boys, well done. City have got a goal back. Lautaro Martinez, of course, from the penalty spot, getting them back into proceedings, and Spurs nearly getting a goal back too. Well, Fulham have just gone 3-1 up. That was some great news. Rafinha has just been injured in some way. What is it? Knee injury. Hopefully he's not done his cruciate. Hopefully it's not anything that bad. That would be bad. We'll take off Colin as well. He's obviously still hungover from his Ballon d'Or victory. We'll bring on Marco, who finished 3rd. Don't forget, he's going to spend this season on the bench, and he finished 3rd in the Ballon d'Or, which is absurd. And this man didn't even get nominated. We'll take off Mohamed Salah as well. We're looking good. Hopefully Fulham can help as well. 4-1. Fulham are 4-1 up against Manchester City. Never mind this. We've beaten Tottenham. That's brilliant. But Fulham have beaten Manchester City 4-1, and I thought it was bad when we drew with them. I mean, well, what a difference! What a difference an episode makes. Indio. He's never been capped by Brazil, so I'm not sure how he's got a work permit, but he's got 11 finishing as well. So I'd be very annoyed if I was Marcelo Bielsa, but he has scored. He's got Polish citizenship. That's why he's got a work permit. He's never scored this season. I thought he's never scored for him. He did score last season. That's his first goal of the season. He's scored 4 against Manchester City. I would be absolutely furious if the table was turned on that one, and that's not good news though. That's the karma there. That's the payback. We've got a great result for us, a great result for Man City for losing, and that's the payback. Rafinha out injured for 5 to 6 weeks. At least he's not done his cruciate knee ligament in. I don't really see the point of bringing in another left back because Jamal Lewis, for all his faults, is not bad. He's not bad, is he? And we've obviously got Mick Hogan, who he still can't run very fast, but otherwise is still very, very good. So, I mean, the thing is now, if we look at our fixture list, Man United are the only other top 6 team we actually have to play for the rest of the season in the league. I'm not saying that we're likely to win all of these games, because clearly we're not. I mean, Fulham are just unstoppable at the moment. But and obviously teams like Wolves have caused us a lot of issues in the past. But the point is, our run-in is relatively, and I use that in the loosest sense possible, if anyone's listening, relatively kind. So obviously it's not ideal, but I think we should be all right. Let's just have a quick look and see if there's any left backs at all for a reasonable price or on loan. I mean, Alexander Ulrich, who's probably the best left back in the world, is transfer listed, or well, he's put a transfer request in. Just the 87 million. I don't want to jeopardise. I mean, imagine if we were about to win the Premier League and we get put into administration, and that's why we don't win. I mean, Liverpool, obviously in real life, about to win the Premier League. Maybe it's been decided. Maybe the games have been played by the time this goes up. I don't know. But as I record this, they still haven't won the Premier League due to the whole shenanigans and situation that we find ourselves in. It's like they're cursed, and we're finding they're cursed on this. Maybe I don't know. Hopefully not. But yeah, we're not going to bring a left back in. I trust Jamal Lewis to atone for his previous errors. We didn't actually look at the Premier League. There we go. We're top of the league, 5 points clear of Spurs. We are 11 points clear of Arsenal and Manchester City, although City haven't played yet. So let's assume they win their game in hand against somebody who are not quite as ferocious as Fulham. So if Manchester City win their game in hand, then they'll be 8 points behind. But I mean, that's probably the healthiest margin we've had at any point in the save so far. So yay. But as I'm not going to be happy until it's mathematically done and we have the trophy. I mean, boys, I keep being asked about Rafinha. The game clearly knows how important he is to us, and that's why it keeps injuring him. But I've said Jamal Lewis is going to play, and well, I mean, Jamal's upset. The whole squad, Alisson's upset. He's worried by what I've said. I mean, okay. So we'll play Arsenal then. I mean, relatively stress-free cup game for us there. Obviously, with the holders of this, we want to win this again. We've already won 2 though, so I'm not massively bothered really. I mean, I don't know, who are they going to go with? Are they going to go with a full-strength team, or are they going to rest players? I mean, I do obviously want to go through, and we have got a week until the next game. So I guess I just don't want to risk another sort of, Rafinha situation. I don't want another injury. And we've got quite a lot of games coming up relatively close together. Obviously, it was good that we got knocked out of the League Cup. So I wouldn't be too devastated if we lose this one here. But then I don't want to just throw it either. And we are looking pretty good. I mean, apart from everyone being upset, including Jamal Lewis, because I told Jamal Lewis he was going to play. I mean, we need to put Mick Hogan on the bench, I think. We're going to go with the same team apart from Jamal Lewis, and let's just fingers crossed no one gets hurt. So Arsenal, we know they're good. We've played them quite a few times. We know all about their players. So let's see if we can knock them out. I mean, Chelsea have been knocked out already. So I think most of the other big sides are still in, but this is a good opportunity again. Obviously, we've got some pedigree in this competition. What we want to see, though, is a good performance from Jamal Lewis. Nicholson shoves it in to Mohamed Salah, and it's a good save from the Arsenal goalkeeper. He looked a bit offside, but I don't think... Well, we got a corner, so clearly he wasn't. So, yeah, not the kind of thing you'd expect from Mohamed Salah. They're normally scored from that kind of position. But the chance is not over. It is now. Chance for Arsenal, though. Corner comes in, and Pongrancic scores for them. And I mean, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered if we get knocked out of this. Like I said, what on earth is Alisson? What did he just do? He completely missed the ball. Salah with the corner in. We want to try and get back into this. The worst thing would be a replay. That would be a disaster, because obviously this is the fourth round. So, I mean, we've scored. Salvador scored. We've levelled it, which is something. Obviously, yeah, like I said, we need to not draw this game. If it's we might have to. That's a fantastic hit from Salvador. Very good. But yeah, we're back in it. But let's not keep it at 1-1. Arsenal coming forwards again, and so it's a pretty end-to-end game here. This is good. As I say, no injuries. I don't care whether we win or lose at this point. Just no injuries. Don't go to a replay. At half time, it's going to a replay. I don't want to see this. I'm far from pleased because you're drawing. I don't mind if you're losing. Salah with the corner in, and I mean, we're missing Jordan Richard as a bit of backup. He should be back for next time. Marko Vujovic, he heard what I said at half time. He doesn't want to replay either. Lashes it home. Good work from De Jong and Salah to help get him the ball. And we've not seen much from him today, but he's announced himself after nearly 3 years with the club and being pursued by Real Madrid. Good finish, 2-1. Salah with a free kick from deep. It's gone straight to Danny Martin in the Arsenal goal. And are they going to score here? Please, if you're going to score, can you just score two? Philp is in. He's dragged his shot wide. The defence is actually having a pretty shocking game, really, which is slightly uncharacteristic. We'll bring on Mick Hogan. Why not? That's shorter. Just mix things up. Just don't put him in a foot race. Salah with another free kick. It's gone to Arsenal. They're breaking. Hogan he's going to have to try and catch up with him. He can't do it. He's too slow. That's De Jong anyway. Haaland's over there. It's hit the post, and somehow it's not gone in. Brilliant. Right, Trent's injured, which is just sensational. Moraldi's not on the bench, so we'll bring on Lefebvre. Now, the game's going to do a glitch here, I think, because I don't think we can see it. It's not on here. That has happened after I subbed off Vujovic. I subbed off Vujovic for Vignato, and that didn't go through because the injuries happened first. So this forced substitution, it's going to... well, we'll see what happens. I'm going to take... we'll see if it works, because I've had this before, and it seems to have worked this time, but I had it before where it glitched out, and I couldn't make another substitution. I think we've got away with it, though. We've not got away with that. They've equalised. Right, fine. Well, if you want to do that, we're going to go very attacking, because I don't mind if you score. I don't want to watch this. Please just score another one. Don't go to a replay. Don't go to a replay. Don't go to a replay. It's going to go to a replay, isn't it? The absolute worst possible situation. It's gone to a replay, and we've had an injury to a key player. Brilliant. Well done. I'm very disappointed because you've taken it to a replay. How long is Trent injured for? 3 weeks with a fractured toe. Great. So we have no first choice fullbacks for 3 weeks. Oh well, we're still in the FA Cup. We are still there, and I'm going to play a fully rotated side for that game because I don't mind at all. I do not mind at all. But anyway, we beat Spurs. That's the most important thing. We are top of the Premier League by 5 points. That's very good. That's very good indeed. And we hopefully will still be there next time, which will be... well, we're not... again, the Champions League, I want to win it. I'm not bothered. So we're not going to play the first leg. But as the second leg is currently scheduled for the before the Man United game, that makes sense. We'll come back in March for the second leg against Real Madrid, and then Manchester United, they're down in 9th, which is very funny. So that will be hopefully something good. Then we play Fulham, which is just horrifying after that. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get a win, some wins in between, and things will be all right. But there we go. So it's a contrast to 2 episodes there. Obviously last time was despair. This time is a far more improved picture. We just can't lose an FA Cup tie when we need to lose an FA Cup tie. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. I'll see you next time.